Hello everyone and welcome back to Keeping It Real with TC. In this video today, I'll be teaching you guys how to make Chinese sauce. So if you want to know how to make it, watch this video. So, step 1 is obviously get your ingredients, which are chicken breast, corn flour, ketchup, soy sauce, honey, pineapple juice, lemon juice, onion, pepper, soy sauce and oyster sauce. So those are the ingredients that you need to make not only the chicken but the sauce for the chicken. So to get a chicken to look like this, you need to get 2 eggs and crack them in a bowl, some corn flour, paprika powder, Maggie and onion powder. Then you're gonna cut up the chicken breast into small like bite-sized pieces and mix them together with your hands. Make sure you have clean hands or gloves because we don't want any contamination in this house. No thank you. So then you're going to get a frying pan, add some oil to it, make sure that it's like frying a bit, just make sure that it's getting hotter. Then you're gonna add in the chicken that you've made previously. You're gonna get a spoon or a ladle and just slowly put scoops into the pan of oil. Make sure it's not all like sticking together, because when it fries, some parts will be fried and some parts will be stuck to the other part, so the inside won't be fried. As you can see, this is what it looks like as it's like kind of cooked, and now it's like getting more and gradually getting more and more cooked. That's why you can see it's getting crispier and crispier. This is just, so as you can see, there's white parts that's not supposed to be there. You have to make sure that they're gone. This is what it looks like once it's out. As you can see, I'm just gonna let it like air dry for a while so that it's not like in the pan for a long time. And this is what it looks like at the end, once everything's been done and the chicken's ready. So this is to make the sauce. So you're gonna get a bowl and a spoon, and you're gonna add in some pineapple juice, and then you're also gonna add in some lemon juice. Make sure you don't add too much of each, because then it'll just be like, you'll just taste pineapple or you'll just taste lemon. They're not supposed to be like tasteless, but you have to taste them that much. Then I'm adding in some corn flour. I added 3 spoonfuls. You can add more or less preferring to your preference for the meal. Then you're gonna add in some honey. I just added until my heart told me to stop, but if you want to measure it out with like a spoon or like those measuring like spoon things, you can. Then I'm adding in some ketchup. As I'm saying before, I'm just adding until I think I need to stop, but make sure you don't add too much so that the whole thing becomes red, because that is way too much. It doesn't need to become red just yet. And you're just gonna stir it. It might be a bit hard to stir because the corn flour, it like makes it like a solid when you're putting pressure to it, but other than that it should be okay. As you can see, I'm adding a bit more ketchup because I didn't add enough last time. So if you think that's the case with you, just add as much as you need to, and it's going to keep on stirring and stirring and stirring. Then as you can see, I'm reaching into my cupboard to get out the soy sauce and oyster sauce. I don't show myself adding in the oyster sauce, but you add it as well. You add in some soy sauce, and right when you add it, it might not look like a lot that I added, but as you can see, it turns the whole like mixture dark, and that's what it's supposed to do for you when you add it in. You have to add them both in to take for taste, and just it's part of the recipe that you have to add it. It's not compulsory. So then you're gonna get a pot of any size, and you're going to you don't actually, so put it on like a medium-ish heat, not too hot, not hot, so that the oil can like quickly fry and then everything will be going smoothly from there. You're gonna add in some oil, but make sure it's not too much, because I got a very large pot. It looks like a lot, but depending on the size of your pot, you can add more or less. As you can see, I'm just like moving it around, adding a bit more. You can do that for yourself. You can just add a bit more, because if I can do this, trust me, I know you can too. So then you're just gonna add in some garlic and ginger that you've just like, I don't know, like crushed. Like sometimes you can like crush your garlic and your ginger if you can. I'm just gonna put it in there. As you can see, I've just put it in, and then I just start mixing and mixing it and mixing it, because mixing is the key to everything. Just gonna keep on mixing and mixing, as you can see, because that flavor is what's gonna give it that taste at the end. Like, all the stuff I'm like showing you now, it has a reason behind it. Like, it's gonna give that taste at the end 10 out of 10. Like, it's gonna taste delicious. Yeah, I'm just adding in all this stuff. Then I'm gonna add in some onions. Onions for taste, onions are for everything. I didn't dice them. You can dice them if you want to. I just sliced them. Then you're gonna mix it a bit and leave it to fry, because it needs to fry. And this is what it should look like once it's a bit like fried, kind of. As you can see, some of them are like transparent and cooked, but some of them aren't. So that's a key where you need to like leave it for a bit longer, or just stir it more. I'm just gonna stir it more because honestly, we need to get this done fast. Then you're gonna add in your green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, Maggie, and then allow to fry for a few minutes. So with the Maggie, the ones that I buy, they come in packs of 2. So one like pack thing has 2 in one. So I added 2 cubes. This is what it looks like when I'm adding it in. I just crushed them over the top of the pot and it goes in. But you can add as much as you want for it to season your food. If you think you should add more, you can add more. If you want to add less. Like, it's your preference. Then when you get to this point, you're gonna go and grab your chicken, like the fried chicken that you've just got before, and you're just gonna go and put it into your mixture that you've made. This time you don't have to use a spoon, you can just dump it in. You don't have to be very careful because like it's been fried already. It's fine. So you're gonna put it in and mix, because everything in this process needs mixing. You need to mix everything. So just gonna keep on mixing and mixing and mixing. Make sure that the mixture and the chicken are like interlocked, like they've been covering each other. That it's not like all chicken on one side, all mixed on the other. It's like combined, and this is what it should look like. Then you're gonna add in the mixture that you made with the cornflour, and the ketchup and the soy sauce. You're gonna like add that in on top, and then you're gonna keep on mixing and mixing. And once you've done that, you're going to allow the mixture and everything to cook, and like just keep on mixing, because this is what it should look like. As you can see, it's like frying a bit. You have to keep on mixing it though, so the bottom doesn't get very burnt and the top is like good. You need to like make sure that everything's okay. As you can see, I'm mixing it, just keeping on mixing it, because mixing is the key here. So all the flavors from the bottom, like, you know, when you added the onions, make sure that that rises to the top as well, and that it's not just stuck at the bottom, because then that's just like, what was the point of adding it in? You need to add everything. It's gonna keep on mixing and mixing, and you can serve it with rice or pasta. I add some parsley leaves just for taste and texture, and everything tastes amazing. Thank you guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.